action here, go down there and chill with the homies, man. Got some more games to play, have a couple of drinks, just vibe out and have a good time. Because the party really doesn't stop even after the tournament's concluded.
It does not. It doesn't even. I mean, the action doesn't stop. The tournament action don't stop. We had D-Genesis going on, some high stakes money matches, the high stakes bracket.
That was hilarious. When I walked in and saw that sign, I was like, oh Lord, these goons ain't going to sleep till at least 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I think I was pretty close on that one.
$50 a head though. You know?
That's crazy, man. But here we go. We got a great game for you right now. It is actually not Sharp and Gluto. This is actually Maister and Zinoto. You guys know anything about Zinoto, man? That's actually, kind of Smash Diddy royalty, man. He's definitely one of the Diddies from past Smash games that have had a lot of success, as well as in this title as well, man. Not as consistent because I just don't think he plays quite as much.
But less active.
You know what I'm saying? But Maister, I mean, that's somebody who's always in the fray. And Kelso, you can see why by just within the first 30 seconds taking that stock.
Yeah, man. Maister definitely has not been inactive. Far from it. This man is out here everywhere, reminding people, I think, that he's always been on that cusp, right? Yes. The cusp of that top 5, just gate kept by 1 or 2 people. But this stage of the tournament, I don't think we're going to see him struggling. I love my man Zinoto, but I think this is a pretty, well, I don't know. This isn't that rough a matchup for Diddy Kong, right? I think he does kind of have the tools to engage with Game & Watch, but definitely very subject to some of the trickier, scarier situations and kind of games that Game & Watch can play with you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Game & Watch just in general, I mean, he's just one of those characters that can certainly give Diddy fits, right? I think we all understand that. And for Zinoto, though, I mean, he doesn't have that luxury of like somebody like a Tweak, right, who can be like, okay, I lost the 1 or 2 games with Diddy, I can bring out the Sephiroth, right? Like, he is kind of like,
not there.
He's kind of with, Diddy through and through. So that's where that might be to his detriment right now. Obviously, Maister incredibly comfortable at this matchup, and you're seeing him just putting on quite the clinic right now, really threatening to go up 2 stocks right now as Zinoto struggles just to get back to the stage.
Yeah, I mean, I think in theory, Banana is something that could give Game & Watch a bit of trouble, but Maister definitely very, very comfortable, very confident. Look, I mean, just gonna hold that bucket, turns into a big shield. Yeah. And once you create that fear in Diddy Kong, right, once you force him to start using those normals, actually engaging, that's exactly what Maister's looking for, right? The up B out of shield, the Game & Watch juggles, these are all going to come into play once he kind of gets that banana in check. And now that he has it in hand, still has access to the up B, right? So big parts of his toolkit are still accessible while holding that banana. Just a really tough position, I think, for Zinoto coming into this first game.
Yeah, obviously, up B, just one of those, just no moves, right? It just says, nah, you're not going to get away with this, and I'm just going to get out of the situation, right? So
that's the fun cancel move. Where you try to press buttons, you try to do things. No.
Yep, and you said it best. Having access to that while having his banana on lock, definitely going to be a detriment to Diddy Kong. Not too big of a deficit, all things considered. I mean, you kind of look at the way this match opened up, definitely seemed like it was going to snowball a little worse than this, but no, Zinoto still very much so in this contest, trying to pull out the banana. Oh, but there we go.
Playing calm and collected, I would say. Zinoto, like we said, this guy's a veteran, right?
He is.
He's been here before. He's not going to get shook by a scary first stock.
I agree with that.
Coming in, bringing it. And Diddy's a character that's built for this, right? Playing smart, clean, and bit by bit, clawing your way back into the stock. And right now we see 122 on Maister. If he can find this confirmed, that's a big if, though, because things can fall apart really quickly once you find yourself above. Game & Watch looking for that down smash. That could have spelled trouble, but Zinoto managed to hang on for now. Banana, not going to get much. Be covering both sides of that roll right now. And the up B just giving Zinoto so much trouble right now, trying to close out the stock. 144 on a pretty light character in Game & Watch, but Maister.
Nicely done. I love the fact he kind of recognized, okay, up smash is definitely not going to be the play. Let me just extend with the back air. Beautifully played by Zinoto. And again, like you looked at how this match started, you didn't think he'd be in this position, but he still has a chance to absolutely win this one. Diddy Kong, one of those characters that is so good at stringing together those combinations, and Zinoto putting a few of them together right now. Oh my goodness, the fact he got the trip with the banana as well, just opening up so many options and opportunities. Maister kind of letting this one slip away a little bit.
Yeah, bit by bit, Zinoto's brought it to within 25%, and that's what we're saying, right? The clean, consistent Diddy Kong gameplay.
Yeah.
Especially as you start to, get a feel for a rhythm, get a feel for your opponent. Diddy Kong is a character that always has the tools to exploit any kind of pattern that you can pick up on.
He's got the tag No Mercy, man. It feels like he's showing. It feels like he's showing a little bit right now. Zinoto making the most unlikely comeback, given how this match started. That is insanity to me.
Zinoto, yeah, never shook, never letting it get in his head, just staying calm, collected, knowing that he's able to bring this back, right?
Well, you said it, Kel. So it's that veteran mentality of Zinoto, right? He's been playing for years upon years. Like plenty of times he's been in situations like this, and just like you can see, plenty of times he's probably been able to pull out a win.
Yeah, I think what I kind of picked up on towards the end there is that Zinoto started picking up a little bit on how Maister was trying to deal with banana, right? Baiting out these bucket attempts, just getting a better feel for I think what was checking him those first couple stocks, and actually able to get the quick 1 to 2 hits, not huge combos, not huge individual pieces of damage coming out of Zinoto, but just repeated, consistent, correct decisions.
Just felt like, I mean, just one too many times just kind of opened himself up, left himself vulnerable for the banana. And as you said, man, that's just like a key piece to, well, it is the piece, honestly, the crown jewel of Diddy's whole offense and just kind of game plan in general. So kudos to Zinoto running that back. We'll see what Maister can do for game number 2. One thing I will credit Maister for a lot, though, you know, on the same token with Zinoto, like, he doesn't get flustered either, right? Like, you know, obviously it can be frustrating to see a game get away from you, but he's able to re-engage rather quickly going into the next one, which is exactly what he's going to need to do and what he's doing, in fact, right now, as he has delivered 96% unanswered.
Yeah, if Maister is anything, he is confident.
Definitely.
Yeah, not going to get shaken, comfortable, knowing that he can turn things around just as fast as anyone. I mean, look, 0% to show for the immediate 96 that he's able to put on. So another good opening for Maister, but let's see if Zinoto's able to pull out what we saw last game and kind of clean it up, claw his way back into this first stock.
That's what it's going to take for sure. Let's see, Maister let the banana go, and then nice. I like that charge. It's good anticipation too, because Zinoto in a couple situations in the last game would monkey flip in that situation, and Maister always with the good timing on the up smash, going to pay off with a stock on that one.
Yeah, that monkey flip generally pretty good there, right? I think part of recognizing and trying to create some counterplay to Maister covering the banana is, okay, once you start bucketing, trying to play around this banana, I'm just going to flip at you, bro. Like,
I like that.
You trying to shield? I don't care. I'm side being. And that is it again, right? Diddy's such a complete character, man. The threat of the banana, the flexibility of side B.
Yeah, that side B being like not just a good move, but such a good command grab as well, right? Like
that move is, I say, as a whole character. That move is better than some entire characters. It's a neutral option. It's a mix-up to grab a hit, a recovery mix-up.
I'm sorry.
Some things aren't fair.
Diddy's just got it right now.
Going for the up smash, a little late on the reaction to confirm there.
Yeah, didn't get the dash to follow that up. Back air, not going to be enough to close it out, but he's got this right side covered. Let's see. Oh, kind of gives it up a little bit.
I think missed the grab on that banana right there. Kind of messed up the timing, and Maister able to reestablish stage control. Zinoto gonna try to find his way out. An aggressive up smash. I'm not too sure about that one. Only a down tilt to punish for, but he knew. Yeah.
Ooh, and the barrel's just not only gonna take the stock, but narrowly helps Zinoto get back. And just like that, man, we're seeing Zinoto start to crawl his way back. Love that dash attack, actually, just to get the confirm with the fair out of it.
Yeah, Zinoto moving really well, covering Maister's landings to a T. Really, really hard to get down if a Diddy is kind of at that space where you're not going to be able to get an aerial out, but he's threatening banana and really half of the rest of his kit. Right, an aggressive banana there. Maister just trying to control the center stage with up smashes. Zinoto not taking the bait.
Yeah, Zinoto's smart, man. You know, I mean, that's one thing about him, too. He'll recognize, okay, there's plenty of time on the clock. I don't need to do any kind of just desperation type measures right now. Oh, but that jab,
nasty shield pressure.
That might be devastating.
The bomb and the jab. When you're in the corner like that, there's almost nothing you can do, right? You got to get out ASAP before you get put in that situation.
Yeah, especially at that percentage too, right? Like
Maister's going to take advantage every time.
Yeah, going to be just enough to get rid of that stock. So see if Maister can hold this one together. Let the last lead slip away from him in the previous game. Not trying to have a repeat of that. Nice, these nair combinations. Yep, Gary watch some great aerials, a lot of pressure. Make it very difficult for Diddy to try and land and try and get back on stage. Nice turnaround, get the grab. Easy stuff right now.
Looking for the side.
Straight out the blueprint.
Yeah, looking for the backer off stage there. Zinoto manages to go high and avoids. Zinoto been playing a little more airborne this last stock and a half. Seems to be alternating a little bit, but Maister got a lot of that early damage in, calling out with the anti-air and nairs. And right now looking for the same setup, man.
I actually really like that because he kind of masked the second attempt by doing that fair too, right? Like it kind of made you think, okay, I know what he's gonna do. I'm gonna go and it's probably gonna be safe to beat him. And Maister's just like, nope, I'm grounded, I'm smashing, and you're out.
Yeah, I think when you kind of get worked in the corner like that, right? That Game & Watch fair just creates so much immediate pressure. It's not quite a projectile, but he has just enough time after it to kind of mix you up, right? Go for the F smash, right? But last time he went for the jab on shield, right? Zinoto, baby, trying to roll through, trying to get away from that, but there's always something else. Game & Watch a weird character too.
Man.
It's weird to feel out sometimes, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's even just the animations. Like, this dude don't move right. It doesn't look right.
Like I said, like the way Game & Watch operates, like sometimes he can just kind of mask what his true intention is. And that's one thing I feel like generally does help Maister in a lot of situations and circumstances. I think that was a perfect example right there, how he ended that game number 2, putting Zinoto on notice, like, no, sir, you might have got that first comeback, but I'm not going. It's not going to be a trend in this set. As we go to game 3, let's go.
I'm excited to see what kind of adaptations. It seems like we're kind of just seeing a sort of back and forth, like rotation of options here, right? As Maister starts to play more around the banana, we see Zinoto go for some of these flip-ins, try to play a little more aerial-based to cover, these reflectors. As he starts doing that, Maister gets a lot of value out of the anti-airs, and just seems like a question of the back and forth and who's going to get a little more out of those interactions before we swap cycles and start over again. Oh, all right, dash tag, great coverage.
I like the fact kind of changing up the scenery a little bit too. I mean, Zinoto definitely, one thing he's definitely going to enjoy is the fact, getting that game number 1 will give him the counter pick advantage going into the third for sure.
Yeah, the counter pick advantage, Game & Watch a character that it's, I would say, relatively important to not go to bad stages against, right? You need to have the room to operate for your character.
Oh, 100%.
Especially someone like Diddy, to get the banana game going, right? To actually be able to threaten him and have enough space that you don't have to deal with that up smash in your face constantly.
Character's so trolly sometimes. I definitely appreciate it, though. Maister trying to take his time, maybe trying to bait Zinoto.
Both them playing it pretty cool.
Yeah, trying to bait him into picking some unsafe options right now. Monkey flip, very safe, though. Very smart as well.
How's he going to come down? Dangerous air dodge towards the ground there. Zinoto not going to cover it, but does manage to pull it back there. 107 to 80, two pretty light characters, so relatively even right now. And the bear just so ambiguous, covers so much, right?
That was tragic because he tapped him with the banana for sure, but yeah, as you said, the bear actually ending the stock.
It does not go away even if you get that hit off. And now Zinoto going to try to close this out before things start getting out of control.
Zinoto does here.
At the ledge. Hasn't been too aggressive at trying to ledge trap. I think not trying to get caught in any kind of shenanigans.
Wow.
And just, playing it smart, solid, backing up, and letting Maister dig his own grave.
Yeah, dude, Zinoto is actually, he is playing incredibly well.
Not falling for the bucket. He's chilling. He's chilling.
He really is. He's not giving up any, obvious monkey flips. He kind of mixes it up, too, sometimes when he doesn't have the banana. He'll go in like you just saw right there for the grab. Wasn't able to connect it on that, but I like the consistent mix-ups. Make Maister guess.
Yeah, I think when he has the space to, right, Game & Watch doesn't really have the best tools for forcing his way in. Right, if you've got about that half stage of distance, he could, I guess, go for like a risky dash attack. But in general, if Zinoto plays it cool, he doesn't have to do anything for a while.
Yeah. All right, this bucket is definitely not having as much of an effect, I'm sure, as Maister would like. And it's really not even deterring Zinoto. Like I said, he is mixing up how he's electing to approach.
Yeah, I think the most value he's gotten out of the buckets has been on like riskier close range ones, right? Where we see him actually get like a bucket banana into an up B combo, right? He's actually able to convert off it, but from that long distance, like Diddy's just gonna catch it to get out of the way. But now with banana in hand, kind of a risky place. Game & Watch's ground game definitely gets a lot worse with that banana in hand, but he does have access to up B, I guess, so it's not the worst in the world.
I really appreciate Zinoto's patience in these situations. He's taking his time.
Ooh, I love that grab. I love that grab. Creating that pressure, right? Bomb, up smash, creating the threat, and then letting Zinoto run in. Go for the obvious shield, and trying to catch that landing, not quite able to.
You could tell, man. He's definitely trying to threaten, was going for those down tilts. Not quite able to.
Single hit up air, up B.
I actually like this. Look at this roll back on the stage. Like, pick the noob option he's not going to expect right now.
No mix-up, man. Sometimes you got to do it.
100%. Again, the grabs help him put himself in a good position. He's got the banana, chucked it right in his face, but no, nothing connected just yet. Maybe anticipating a roll off of that. Maister not giving it up, however, in the forward tilt, going to take care of business. But again, Kelso, he's keeping it incredibly close, right? That's the whole name of the game right now.
Yeah, not letting it get out of hand, not letting anything spiral out of control right here. And yeah, I think that really advantages us someone like Zinoto, right? Definitely. And a character like Diddy. Take your time. Get that download going, one bit at a time, one game at a time if you have to. But we got a best of 5 now. We're the second round of pools, so these guys have a little bit more room to work with. And right now we're looking neck and neck. I would say in terms of current player rankings, Maister's pretty favored.
Match, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Maister's very interesting. He had a really interesting last year. Did not probably perform to his standards, right? You know what I'm saying? So obviously Genesis being a good tournament, just kind of get right back in the fold, get a solid top 8. But you've got so many tough opponents to go through, so many long...
Easier said than done.
Yeah, exactly. So many long best of 5s, and even right now, Zinoto...
Z dropping into the bucket, which I guess actually manages to avoid it. Yeah, the banana reflects the opposite direction. Zinoto able to come and get a little something, but that bomb... The bomb, man. This is a military campaign Maister is running on this man.
It's kind of funny, too. Like, that was exactly the same move that, ended the last game as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, reliable, if you will, in that instance.
Game & Watch military spending is very high, man. I don't know how many he's got back there, but Zinoto's feeling every single one of them. So
that man's militant.
Maister pulling ahead 2-1. Zinoto, like we said, though, keeping it close. So he's able to bring back some of the momentum going into this game 4. We could see a close game 5, but I think Maister's going to do everything he can to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, he's definitely locked in right now for sure. If you're Maister, you're probably thinking, I should have had that. It should be over right now because I should have won that first game too, right? You know what I'm saying? But hindsight is 20/20. You play with the cards you're dealt, and that's exactly why we have a game number 4. I think Zinoto, just given how he played, in all the previous matchups. As you mentioned Game 5, I wouldn't be surprised to see it taken there.
Yeah, no, I would not be surprised at all. He looks completely comfortable, looks not out of place at all, and seems to be figuring this out bit by bit. But like we said, I feel like the playstyles from stock to stock in this match have changed very, very drastically.
Yeah.
Like whether we're looking for grounded approaches, whether we're playing this banana bait game, everyone just keeps trying to find the next option that has not been used or the next option in this cycle, trying to stay one step ahead. But so far, Maister has that slight advantage. Not too many dash attacks we've seen this set, actually. I think not trying to get too over-eager with the banana hen, probably, but I'm going to keep him safe once again. Getting so much mileage out of that forward air.
My man loves it. Ooh, okay. Nice. I actually like that. Out the up B, not going to connect, but the back air. Okay. Good plan of action.
Yeah, the combos, Zinoto pulling ahead in this first stock. I think the first time we've seen him ahead on a stock 1.
He's trying to keep it that way, too. Yeah, it is kind of funny, right? On that stock 1, sometimes we'll just have to be playing from behind. And credits to him, he does a fantastic job at that, but every now and then you want to have that solid lead right from the jump, trying to get it there. I love that fair just right in his face. The aggression from Zinoto right now, holding this right side down.
Ledge
beautifully done off that
bear.
trump too. Yep.
Still happens, baby. Still happens. But that still happens too.
Yeah. That's the Wi-Fi combo, bro. Let me just throw this down smash real quick. It's probably gonna get there.
He'll be somewhere on this side of the stage, right? Dash attack fair some good damage. Zinoto's still looking pretty clean. But no one really able to create a dominant lead throughout any of the games in the set.
Correct.
Zinoto, all right, yeah, catching that monkey flip again. Maister get a little ahead of himself. I think feeling a little too comfy sometimes, just throwing out moves in the middle of the stage that Zinoto has no interest in engaging with.
Yeah, Zinoto knows when it's best to kind of disengage in a lot of these situations, right? Just kind of resetting because Diddy just having such a strong neutral presence.
Right there. That is not what you want to get hit with. That falling there is going to lead to so much at low percent. 54 on Zinoto to speak for it, and now to get past the bomb wall once again. Oh. Be up there, going to convert a little bit more damage. Maister trying to get the banana out of the play, but Zinoto does manage to re-grab it. Yep, covering that fear of the banana, right? Instant monkey flip, I think, recognizing that if you're picking that banana up, Maister's going to immediately try to react to it.
He's thinking about it.
Dash tech going to put him off stage, though. Not where you want to be. Bacon's on deck.
Oh, that was great. And that's funny, too, because like he's had that situation a couple times. Haven't seen him throw out that forward tilt.
Yeah, I think maybe the spacing wasn't quite right. It was too far for it, but, man, that is a devastating. So, I mean, it's so hard to avoid, and the fact that you can actually convert off it is crazy.
Definitely.
All right, monkey flip, though, still doing work. This is 2008.
2008, baby.
Oh, tries to bucket slips on the banana.
Since 2014 right there, man.
I didn't know you could do it. Is there, like, no reflect box on the bottom of the bucket or something?
I guess if you're like, I guess it maybe doesn't all encompass the whole thing, right? It's like the right positioning on it could be pretty helpful.
Today I learned some intricacies of Game & Watch.
I'll be honest, everything I know I just learned from Chuck.
I'll add him after this and find out.
There you go. Oh, this is Chris. Hold on now.
Yeah, Zinoto getting a little more aggressive right now in this last stock, mixing things up, changing the rhythm.
I think generally every single person is down for a game number 5. I'm kind of in that camp too.
I love watching Game & Watch sometimes, man.
I feel like Game & Watch isn't like necessarily a trolly character, but he damn sure is an effective one, right? And I think everybody will agree, great set between the two. Zinoto, I don't think anybody really saw that coming, right? Like the fact that he put up that much of a fight, that was fantastic, man. Definitely one of the OGs who holds it down. It's great to see more Diddy representation, but that was a great set between the two. Maister gets it 3-1.
Yeah, love to see it. 3-1, but closer than I think that score reflects. Definitely a lot of back and forth high level adaptation going on between these guys. We saw almost entirely different